what they're about to be reacting to. How Mopars became a black stereotype. Man, I'm genuinely curious how this came about because the people of the lighter skin tone, you know what I'm talking about. They have Ford F-150s and all that extra stuff. Then you have Asians with Nissan and Subaru because that's all I see them drive. Like when I go to races and all that or car meets, that's what I see. But no, I'm genuinely curious to see where this came from.
What are you driving, Porsche? What are you driving?
I have yours.
Oh, you got yours? Oh yeah, you did get yours. Good shit, bro. I'm actually.
Thank you. I'm getting a wide body kit soon.
Nah, what do you got? Hellcat?
Nah.
Track car.
That's actually it's kind of crazy, but it's kind of not because you sitting here stereotyping them. Come on, Aiden, bro. I look at him the same way, bro. That's like just telling a black person, "Oh, you're one of the good ones." What do you mean by that, bro? Come on.
I forgot. What?
I got an AMG, nigga. What the
No,
fuck?
nah, that's what I do. Yeah, of course. You had a Hellcat.
I never had a Hellcat.
Oh my God, come on, he did.
I never had a Hellcat in my life.
That is crazy.
I
I know the jokes for the streaming though, because
You had a Dodge or something.
Really?
That's
I'm
crazy.
Dodge, okay.
That is crazy.
What does Mopars have to do with race? Don't white people like Hellcats too? And what's so offensive about Mopars? Well, today we're going to cover the history of African Americans and Mopars. But before we get to the culture and whole hype around it, it's only fair to start with the car. So first things first, what is a Mopar and where does it come from?
Yeah.
See, back in 1937, Chrysler dropped the word Mopar, short for motor parts. And at the time, it wasn't about performance or street cred. It was just the name of their antifreeze.
Really?
Yep, actual antifreeze. They came up with it at Chrysler's Highland Park headquarters in Michigan, sitting around a table trying to find a name that sounded tough but technical.
Hey man, I'm gonna get an ab lock when I get monetized. Don't worry about it. Stay down till we come up. You feel me? Just stay down and wait for the come up.
It's the law
bro. We gonna
offices
get
of
there
Hubie
eventually.
and Abraham.
Get us in there. How your day going?
Call Hubie and Abraham.
That's what's up,
right
my boy.
now.
Keep it up.
Cryco was on the list too, but Mopar won out. And that's how the legend was born. That little can of antifreeze ended up setting a new standard for factory-engineered automotive parts. We all have to start somewhere, right? Mopar started with antifreeze. Then came World War II, and Mopar got drafted.
Bro,
Chrysler
this is
flipped
crazy
his factory.
how Mopar started off as oil. Now it's in the, what did they use it for in the war?
Built parts, tanks, and military vehicles.
Really?
Mopar became more than just a parts label. It was part of America's muscle. By the 1950s, the war was over, the economy was booming, and Detroit was back on fire. Chrysler opened the massive Mopar Parts Depot in Centerline, Michigan, a hub that still runs today. Mopar had now evolved into a full-blown brand, reliable, powerful, and all-American. Then came the 60s and 70s, the golden era of the muscle car. This is where Mopar really earned its street name. Cars like the Dodge Charger, the Plymouth Barracuda, and the Challenger became pure symbols of raw, Detroit-built horsepower. Every young gearhead knew the deal. If it had a Mopar badge, it moved different. The sound, the torque, the look, all signature. Mopar wasn't just building cars.
That's how they are now, but it's like trying to give it a comparison. Like they know you mean business. Bro, Mopar still like that to this day.
It was building a specific identity. By the 80s, Mopar was deep in the racing scene. Drag strips, sponsored teams, you name it. The brand had gone from parts to power, and the streets were paying attention. Now fast forward to today. Mopar lives on the Stellantis.
This generally just pissed me off, bro. I can't believe they went from all that great history to this bullshit right here, bro. That's crazy. They need to bring back
global company formed from Fiat Chrysler and PSA Group. But in car talk, when someone says that's a Mopar, they're talking about anything that came out of the Chrysler family.
Really?
Dodge, Ram, Plymouth, Jeep, and of course, Chrysler
I didn't know
itself.
Chrysler was a Mopar. That's crazy. You learn something new every day.
A Chevy ain't a
SRT.
Mopar. A Cadillac neither. A Ford Mustang? Definitely not. And when you hear the word Hemi, like what is a Hemi? It stands for hemispherical, referring to the round, dome-shaped combustion chambers that make these engines breathe like beasts. The design dates all the way back to Chrysler's 1950s Firepower V8. But the one that broke the game was the 426 Hemi, the Elephant. It ruled NASCAR, owned drag strips, and became a legend.
Hey man, that's the car of cars.
Ruled NASCAR, owned drag strips.
Hey, that's yeah. Lightning McQueen helped him across the finish line. If you
And
don't
became a
know, you
legend.
don't know.
Modern
So,
Hemis,
not for you.
the 5.7, 6.4, and that supercharged 6.2 Hellcat, they took that old school muscle DNA and mixed it with 21st century science.
Man.
And that seemed to attract a particular group of people in the US.
But why?
But why?
Hey, answer my question, my bro.
20 hood niggas competing for some Hellcat.
That is crazy, bro.
In simple words, Mopars are cheap, fast cars that make you look cool. Mopars with the Hellcat and Scat Pack engines can be basically considered as street legal race cars at affordable prices. You can opt for a 700 plus horsepower engine stock. The second reason, the undeniable clout and word of mouth that comes with them. Everyone in the hood started
You
whipping
can't
them.
be hard, bro.
Undeniable
You can't
clout.
you can't lie. What other car, like what other group of people with cars other than Mopar? What group of cars got better raps than people that be rapping their Mopars? People that rap their Mopars, they be so creative, bro. Like
word of mouth
These
that
must be
comes
so
with them.
hard.
Everyone in the hood started whipping them, or at least wanted to. They started getting hood status, and rappers started rapping about the cars. Then the third and unfortunate
Hellcats and track
reason,
hoes.
with popularity comes rising of market price for the car. So people would steal the cars and tear it down for parts. The amount of money they could make off of just rims is ridiculous. To sum it up,
Really?
they're affordable street legal race cars. There's multiple ways to build the cars into something crazier and sell off the parts for ridiculous money. Think about it. Besides Mopars,
See, I'm not a fan of the Durango. I don't like how it look, bro. That's just me personally. Y'all might bash me or hate me for that, but it's like, but that car too chunky. Like, I don't know, it's something about it.
fast cars are there with the same reputation? There's none. For content creators, this Hellcat reputation became a way to make big bucks. If you had a Hellcat in your YouTube video, chances are you'll be ranked higher than someone who had a Camaro or a Mustang.
If you're trying to stay
Hey,
lean
man,
and
I'ma get
jacked
an ad
and
block when I get
athletic
monetized,
from the
y'all.
comfort
Don't
of your
worry about
own
it, bro.
home,
Don't
I
worry
have
about
some.
it.
Even rap songs started to promote this type of car, and the young folks, they follow.
Hellcats and track hoes.
But now what happens if you're black and you just love the Dodge Charger or the Challenger? Why? Because you just like how they look. You just like the damn car. You shouldn't have to justify yourself. Well. That became tough today because these types of cars are directly linked to the stereotype. Of course he's driving a Hellcat. He's black. But
That's
guys,
crazy.
let's see behind the stereotype for a minute. Let's go deeper now, because let me ask you, what released on September 17th? Any idea? GTA 5.
Really?
Now, what does Franklin,
And they still ain't got GTA 6 out, bro. It's been 13 years, bro. Come on, man. Though I didn't even think about this. I know exactly
any
where
idea?
he going.
GTA 5.
Nigga,
Now,
I restarted this story so many times. I always pimped out Franklin card. He always had some fast shit when I was controlling.
does Franklin, the multimillionaire thief,
Yeah.
drive in GTA?
Yeah.
His personal whip is a brand new Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
Of course it isn't called that though. Rather, the game deemed it the
Dominator.
Bravado Buffalo.
Oh, the Buffalo.
But it's obvious to anyone who has seen both cars that is directly based on a Dodge's muscle
It's
car.
kind of basic. Mine.
We highly doubt this was unintentional. Dodge ended up having their car as one of the stars of the fastest selling entertainment product of all time.
Whoa.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
So they trying to say Franklin influenced the youth to get the Charger. Hey, that could be. That's not a bad theory. An elite scheme.
You ever stop and think, who really decides what's cool? 1 minute, Dodges are in every rap video, in your favorite video game, and everywhere on your phone. And suddenly, everybody wants one. That can't be an accident. That's marketing at work. And it's powerful enough to shape how whole generations see themselves. Dodge knew its market. They were whispering straight to that 20-something kid who wants to be seen, who wants to be heard, and who wants to feel untouchable. Then social media took over. filling our feeds with clips of charges
See,
outrunning.
them Hellcats look cool and all, but look at all this tire burning rubber and all that. Bro, you gonna come out a fortune just for tires and gas. That's not even like the essential maintenance. You gotta get oil changes, fluid changes, all that extra shit. Man.
Doing
look
donuts
good,
in
but
parking lots
is it worth the
and wild
price, bro?
street runs.
I don't know.
It saw who was watching, who was posting, who was making the culture move, and it fed the image right back to you. Add hip-hop into the mix, and the story goes full throttle. Rappers rap about what sells. Charges and challenges became set pieces, engines of status, surrounded by diamonds, girls, and stacks of cash. That's the holy trinity of modern.
Hey man, you can't lose. You can't lose. That's all the young nigga really want. Cause me growing up, all I wanted was bitches, money, and a fast car. That's all I wanted. Of course, I grew up and got a more mature mindset, but bro, that's literally all the young nigga wants.
It's the same formula movies have been using for decades. Whether it's gangsters, action heroes, or rap stars, the message is still clear. Freedom looks like money, violence, and horsepower. Now, does that mean there's some puppet master upstairs pulling the strings? Maybe, or maybe not.
That mud
Could it
hard,
just be
bro.
capitalism doing what it does best, finding out what excites us and selling it back to us in the loop until we believe it's who we are? Or maybe, just maybe it's not a coincidence that the same symbols, drugs, money, murder, guns, sex, fast cars, get pumped into our playlists and screens over and over again. With that in mind, maybe the Mopar culture isn't a coincidence either.
That's a crazy way to look at it. I never really thought about it that way, bro. That is crazy, bro. But it's like me personally, I'm not a big Mopar guy. If I was to jump Mopar, I would get a wide body Charger because I got a daughter. So I was thinking about getting a wide body Charger for my next car, but where I live at, it snows in the wintertime. Therefore, I might just go like Audi A8, Audi A7, or something like that. BMW, one of those.
At the end of the day, white people love Dodge and Hellcats too.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? There's plenty of Caucasian brothers who enjoy the fat Hemi when they see one. Maybe Mopars being a black stereotype is what they want to feed us. Maybe this was the plan all along. Maybe somewhere up top, behind the ads, behind the music video, there's a
Hellcat, SRT. Yeah.
system
Okay.
smiling. A system that knows exactly what buttons to press.
And then of course they got Sexy Red with a Hellcat song. So now, you know, girls bird brain, niggas bird brains too. But it's like all the girls that want to be like Sexy Red, that want to portray her image, they gonna want a nigga that got a Hellcat or SRT, and they want the nigga to pull up on them. Hey, this is a crazy
Maybe
world,
I'm
bro.
just reading too much into this.
No, you're not.
Maybe it's just not that deep.
It is that
Maybe
deep,
I'm
though.
reaching. Maybe it's just business. Fast cars, fast money, fast fame. But when you look at how deep it runs though, how cleanly the narrative fits, you can't help but to
I don't
feel
really like the Charger,
there's
though,
something
but- I mean, the
darker.
Challenger.
But here's the truth, yo. Whatever the game is, you still drive in your own lane. Nobody gets to tell you what defines you. Not the brand, not the badge, not the algorithm. You can like whatever the hell you like.
Indeed.
A Mopar, a Tesla, a Toyota, a bucket, or a Bentley. Now, yeah, a car does say a lot about its driver.
It does.
But sometimes it's not about what it says, it's about what it doesn't. So drive what you love. Drive what feels like you. If you love Mopars, love Mopars. And never let them tell you what that's supposed to look like. Peace, fam. And of course, drive safe.
Hey man, I fuck with that video. I like his little message at the end, but y'all can be the Mopar niggas. Me personally, though, I'm more of an American muscle kind of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Corvette, Mustang for sure. I got one of those. You feel me? But yeah, Corvette. I like the Camaro because of Bumblebee. I guess that's kind of pushing an agenda as well. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Was he wrong? He honestly taught me a lot of stuff in this video, bro. A lot. From the history to Mopar to like the little signals that was being pushed that we didn't know about, like Franklin. Then the music, of course we can know the music, but it's all mind boggling. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes sir.